Hello, this is Kyle with Fleet Hoster, and today I'm going to take you on a brief demo of our FleetFlix add-in. For demo purposes, the FleetFlix add-in has already been installed to this current customer's database. So here you're going to start off on our FleetFlix cameras page, which is the main dashboard here. You'll see our total number of cameras that the client has, as well as the status of those cameras here, online, standby, and offline, subscriptions, serial numbers, and then the required measurements for your ADAS and calibrations, and any firmware or software updates that may be needed as well with the cameras. On this page, you can quickly see and view any vehicle on the map as it's driving and going down the road. Just that little map button. We're going to go back to our cameras page now. And so as we head back to the main dashboard, we're going to look and see, okay, who's it assigned to, groups it's located in, as well as if the vehicle's online status. Again, if the measurements have been entered in and the calibration has been performed, you'll see calibration success. And if the IMEI of the camera and if the current driver and license plate has also been entered in the Geotab database, it'll be displayed here. When that camera's online, you can definitely live stream your road-facing or driver-facing camera, as well as any aux cameras that you may have installed. We do also offer aux cameras for that 360 coverage. Just give it a few minutes here, as obviously it's going to connect to the camera in the cloud and get that connectivity streaming here. So this guy is parked, looks to be at a job site, so it's going to stream here. And then that's your live stream functionality. Outside of that, let's go to our camera settings. So here you're going to see your profile description. Again, if it's assigned to a vehicle, you're going to see your camera rules settings. You'll have short, long, video, and snapshot. The camera does perform in-cab audio alerts. So if you would like that alert and the driver to hear it, to again try to prevent any potential collisions and correction actions here, this is where you would just simply check and uncheck and save that for your in-cab alerts. Again, going back to the measurements for ADAS, this is where you would enter in your measurements for your camera of your vehicle. So once you have those vehicle measurements, you'll put them in here for your camera, and then we'll perform the calibration steps. So going back again to the dashboard, we went over tiles, went over the vehicle status. Again, this is your diagnostics and then your camera info. It'll show again here your IMEI, SIMs, and firmware versions. So moving on to our events page, here you're the same like Geotab. Let's say let's going to pull in yesterday. Let's go select a couple of different cameras. Let's hit apply. You got to give it a few minutes to load. So once it gets here in loaded data, you're going to see those media types displayed here. So in this particular instance, we have driver distracted, and it'll tell you again the timestamp, location, when it happened, and then again the camera in the vehicle here. So let's go ahead and view that media. Just click View Media. It's going to pull up a video where he was driving. He was looking out the window, looking down at the phone. You can see that the driver is clearly distracted. So you have video proof here. You have his speed, and you also have the accelerometer. And then again, that timestamp and location of where that distraction happened. So going from events, you can also go and pull recordings for your camera. You just go through and select which camera you want, the date, the time, and then you would just simply click load those records. So outside of recordings, let's go to rules. This will be at your fleet settings here. You'll have your camera rules as well as your Geotab rules with our integration. Is very deep and seamless here with Geotab. So again, you just quickly click on or off depending on which Geotab rules you want set. And then the camera rules, as explained earlier, long, video, snapshot, and those in cabs. I do want to point out here we have 3 different models with FleetFlix. We have our FleetFlix AI Pro or FleetFlix Lite Pro, as well as FleetFlix Lite. Your FleetFlix Lite is our road-facing only camera for anybody who's, particularly companies may be in a union or want that driver privacy. So you'll see obviously it has fewer options as it's a road-facing camera only. So we're going to move over to coaching. We do have a separate YouTube video that goes in depth of our coaching BI, but I do want to just quickly mention it as that driver coaching and driver scoring is very important, to your fleet and overall safety program. But here you can just go in and see recommended, notified, and you coach. These records are on your database pretty much as long as you would like here for storage purposes. And again, you can see trend lines of how the fleet is doing, driver scores, how your top best performing and your bottom worst performing drivers, and overall go through and set up, your dashboard here how you would like. Again, that's a separate video. So we would again appreciate you joining me on a quick demo here of FleetFlix. As always at FleetHoster, thank you for allowing us to fuel your fleet with intelligence.